Whoops, didn't have my camera open. Anyway, hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Trader Z. Um, so I was already looking at some movement this morning in the market and got a couple things to go over from the Discord as well. Uh, Sorry, I'm having a moment. There we go. That's the screen I need. So silver. I'll go ahead and go back to okay. Lois says good morning and God bless America. Metal's gone wild. Gold breaks for 4K and silver is 2% from an unadjusted all-time high. Wells Fargo raises U.S. growth outlook, see more Fed cuts. And at 7:05, got a call out for UNH. It's from 7:05, so it's may still be relevant. That's for UNH 376 gap fill on watch for the second upgrade in the last 2 days. And TLRY earnings this morning, 174 resistance. Hourly support 166. So a lot of these traders, they give really good information. Anyway, hi Vix, I'm sorry. I did read your comment. I did read it. I read it and just continued on and I'm sorry. Anyway, but yes, a lot of these traders, they give really good advice. And yeah, if you ever have questions of where they're getting information, they'll tell you. Spot silver climbs to $49 an ounce. First time since April 2011. Get over 50 and we'll FOMO like no other. Yeah, so I have SLV pulled up and it's currently at 44. I've got it on my list down here to keep an eye on today. And then back to NAK because we've been following this stock for a few days now. Okay, so this morning when I hopped on, like, it's right here. So it has hit $2 3 times this morning. So I'm expecting here later today it to break the $2. It's blue on the 5 minutes. Yeah, so we're just going to watch this one most of the day, see what it does. So I guess just a quick review of our journey with this stock. So originally we bought, I can't remember if I bought all 500 shares at once. I have it written down, but anyway, so we bought, I believe I bought them in sets. So I bought like 100 shares, and then I buy another 100 shares, and another 100, and I ended up with 500 shares. So I had those 500 shares. I held on to them until it hit 250, and then I held on to them after it dipped from 250. So then it dipped all the way to 88. And what we did as it dipped is we would buy more. Psh, ignore me. I'll end online. It's cool. I'm sorry. Anyway, I forgot where I was. Anyway, so we bought our shares and then we bought 100 shares to try to flip and bring the total cost of share, the average cost of shares down. So anyway, we did that a few times. In the end, we ended up with 900 shares because we were flipping it, we were flipping it, we were flipping it, and then it dip, and then we flip it, flip it, flip it, and then it dip again. And then when it finally hit 88 cents, I stopped flipping. But thinking back about it now, that probably would have been the best time to be flipping it when it was that cheap. Um, but anyway, so what has happened now after we did all that? Then it started to go back up. We sold 100 shares. It left us with 8. Went back up again, or went up more. Sold another 100. Left us with 7. Went back up again, or even further. Sold another 100 shares. Now we have 600 shares right now, and I'm very excited to see what this stock does. This 100 shares, I was debating on selling once it went up again. But then I also had a thought that I could sell 500 shares and just hold on to 100. So I'm not sure. I will continue to think about that as it moves. Okay, so we haven't checked our heat map or anything yet. So looking at the global index, S&P 500 is down 0.38%. Dow Jones is down 0.20. NASDAQ is down 0.67. Shenzhen is up 0.35 and Shanghai is up 0.52. Okay, I need a drink. Hmm. Estee Lauder, EL, up 4%, 33 billion market cap. I'm not seeing at 4%. PYPL, PayPal Holdings, 71 billion market cap. But I'm just not seeing the percentage change that really catches my interest. Oh wait, where did you go? There we go. AMBI. Oh, that's a AMBI. I want to look this company up real quick. It says emergency response, but perhaps it's not considered a med stock. Actually, though, I mean, looking at that chart, yeah, one day, yeah, it's like, I don't know if this is exactly considered a med stock, but it kind of moves like one. Like, look at that. All of these dots, they're not even, that's just how quickly it changes. It's not even registering long enough. It's not even, it's not even hitting the points long enough for it to make a line. It's just changing so quickly. I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. But that one's up 10%. If you like the risky stocks, maybe this one will do something. It's one of the only things in the professional sector that's up that much, according to my heat map and what I've seen so far. 384. Oh, okay. RTO up 384, 13 billion market cap. PAYX up 2% with a 45 billion market cap. Beverages. I heard a call for Pepsi, but so the call that I heard for Pepsi, this is not from the Discord. This is from some news outlet that I saw yesterday. Anyway, this guy was calling for Pepsi, and nobody in the Discord knows who this dude is, so what he was saying is it's a stock that you could get cheap because it's hitting an all-time low. But do your own research. I don't know how reputable this dude is, and I have not looked that deeply into the companies that he suggested. But I see it here. I feel like it's worth mentioning. Okay, so Monster. Up 1.58. Oh, I didn't read the 66 billion market cap, sorry. Keurig. That one's up 0.12%. That's not quite the change I'm usually looking for, but um, maybe it interests you. HIMS, HIMS, Hims and Hers Health. This is one that was called out in the Discord previously. So I'm a little more faith in this stock, but I'm probably gonna look at silver, NAK, and a couple of other things today. But one worth taking a peek at, because it's up 5%. Let's just switch to HIMS so we can look at it. Uh, HIMS is up 5%. Let's see, what does it change? 47 to 48. Okay, so like I can see you getting an 18-cent change out of some of these spikes. 84 to, wait, yeah, 84 to, what? Oh, okay, but I'm stupid. Okay, but yeah, some good movement in this stock. Maybe one to look at today. If it pops up on our list, because it should be on our list. Yeah, it's on our list. If it pops up on our list later today, we'll look at it. I don't know where it went. Okay. Yeah, because this one's up 5%. It's got a 13 billion market cap. I'd probably scalp it if I were gonna fiddle with it today. But maybe we'll just have to see. Let's go to coal. What's going on coal? CNR 4%, up 4% with a 4.77 billion market cap. BTU up 3% with a almost 4 billion market cap, 3.94 billion. AR, ARLP down 0.08% with a 3.25 billion market cap. NRP up 0.3% with a 1.4 billion market cap. And NC up 1.97% actually with a 300 million market cap. Something that is useful about going through the heat map, even if you just do it yourself, um, as you go through it, it'll put up companies, of course, and sometimes they're companies that you've never heard of, or sometimes they're companies that you already have heard of. You just have it added to your list, and you're not as familiar with it. But one of the nice things about the heat map is it reinforces what these companies do because it puts them in their industries. For example, I know that these are all uranium companies because it's under uranium. I go to coal, I know these are all coal. Healthcare providers, that's what these are. Beverages. So it's kind of useful when you're trying to learn stocks to look at the heat map, even if you don't end up taking a lot of stocks off of this, it still helps reinforce what industry it's in. And you can also see where it compares to where it's comparing to competitors as well through this heat map. Just something I thought was interesting. Okay, so we already did coal. So CJJ is up 1.34%, and LEU is up 3.87% with a 6.74 billion market cap. I'll just go down here. UEC is 3.75 with a 6.30 billion market cap, and XTE is up 1 point down, sorry, is down 1.77% with a 5 billion market cap. Then UUUU, which is one that I actually found, not to be confused with UUU, different company. Um, so UUUU, 4Us, is up 4% with a 4.6 billion market cap. It just cracks me up. There's just so many U's. DNN, Denson Mines, is up 1.42% with a 2.56 billion market cap. URG is up 2% with a 674.93 million market cap. EU is up 2.08% with a 643.61 million market cap. Usually I just kind of sum up the million, but these last couple I have read the entire volume amount or market cap, sorry. UROY, that one is down 1.41. Market cap 562 million. ISOU up 6%. Market cap is 579 million. Then we got AEC Energy, that one's up 9.31%. This is a little more interesting. I think that's it. AEC. This one looks like it moves quickly too. Not currently. No change right through there. I don't know. Okay, and then LGO is up 1.16% with a 112 million market cap. Okay, I guess I don't scroll up anymore. Not seeing the list I'm looking for. Be under oil, gas, and drilling. Okay, well, it is 8:51. Let's flick back over to our other page, see how silver's doing. Okay, still something to keep an eye on. NAK, trading at 193 to 194. I may start using a different trend channel. Okay. BTQ is up 16%. What's going on with that? It's got some interest, not a lot. I mean, there are $15 a share, not $16 a share. So it's 10 of those. 10 is $161. So if you wanted 100, be $1,616. Getting it at 616. Okay, so going over our tops, um, we have GLTO at up 383 with a 23 million market cap. Then we have TMQ up 211% with a 1 billion market cap. ZNB, let's go to 1 days. Shrink it up so you guys can see. Okay. GLTO, TMQ, ZNB. Okay, up 104% with almost 2 million market cap, 1.99 million market cap. COCH, mid-stock, apparently. That is up 97% with a 34.22 million market cap. BURU is up 86% with a 62 million market cap. CISS is up 84% with a 3.76 million market cap. RSVN is up RVSN, sorry, is up 57.27% with a 42 million market cap. BTQ, that one is up 57% with a 1.91 billion market cap. BTQ. GSIW is at 51% with a 50.17 million market cap. And RYDE is at 48% with a 23 million market cap. So this is a top 10 daily moving stocks, or top 10 percentage change stocks on my list, at least. Okay, so let's go to the 5 days. SPRB, that's a callback from yesterday. That is up 1.1940% with a 102.81 million market cap. I'm just going to read that over again because I messed that whole thing up. SPRB, which is up 1,940% with a 102.81 million market cap. There we go. Second time's the charm. All right, GLTO, I think that was on our daily as well. That is up 381% with a 23.74 million market cap. SOPA is up 287% with a 27.90 million market cap. BRU, BUR. I said it the same way last time. This is also up on our daily. It's up 219% on the 5 days, and it's got a 62.80 million market cap. TMQ Trilogy Metals is up 209% with a 1.7 billion market cap. This one I might look at again later. EPSM is up 1.82% with a 406 million market cap. I am struggling. I am struggling. Okay, try this again. ESPM up 182 and it's got a 406.50 million market cap. There we go. I did it. MIGI is up 166% with a 23 million market cap. Watching AMD, ASTS, ATON, BMNR, BTQ, CRML, OCLO, which is OKLO, and POET. Thank you, Denise. Poet ran hard yesterday. Okay, we'll read these next four and then we're going to take a peek because she just said that, so we want to see what those stocks are doing. Okay, so MIGI up 166% with a 23.35 million market cap. ARBK is up 163% with a 49.77 million market cap. DFLI is up 142% with an 89 million market cap. And ONMD is up 138% with a 19 million market cap. Now let's go back over to my other page and we can look and see what she was talking about. AMD. Okay, so AMD is one that I've been watching for a few days. It's currently trading at 213. I want to buy some shares. I do. But I have other trades. It's not like a sad or depressing thing, but it does sometimes feel a little unfortunate when you're like, I know that's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. But in other trades. Okay, so AMD, ASTS. All right, ASTS. ATON. BTQ is also one that we're watching, which she did mention. What was the ticker? ATON. That's what I thought. ATON. Why are you not on my watch list? Silly. So silly. CRML. So we want to come back to this one. Oh, hey, what's silver doing? Okay, we'll come back to silver as well. BMNR. This one also should be on my list, and it is not. Okay, so BMNR is trading at 60.54. It's blue, 4 blue candles on the 5 minutes. So yesterday I was like saying, when do you ever see another blue candle? Well, here you see 5 blue candles on the 5 minutes all together. So I would say it's gonna move up. Good buy interest. 1,000, 2,000. Something to think about when you're looking at buy interest is buy interest for a $60 stock is not the same as buy interest for a $2 stock because it costs different. I can, for the cost of one $60 stock, I can buy several $2 stocks, 30 approximately, depending on the cent amount. But so when I'm looking for bids, the more expensive the stock, the lower volume buys and sells that I'm looking at because it costs more to get them. So like for example, this person's buying 2,407. Say this is all one person. So if we go to 2,407, what would that cost us to get? That would cost that would cost us $123,802. So that would cost us a lot. Let's go for one that's a little, let's see what it would cost for 700. So if we were to buy 700 shares, it would cost us $42,000. 42,336 at 60.48. So yeah, when I'm looking at a $1,000 bid, it's a little more impressive when the stock costs 60 bucks. But for example, NAK right now, NAK is running at $1.80. That's not true. That is not accurate. It is trading at $1.94. That lies. But anyway, so what I'm looking for here is bigger bids because it costs less to get it. And honestly, right now, none of these bids are quite so impressive. I mean, this one's 6,000, but there's only one. I could check the other platforms and see. Something else to keep in mind is you will not see all of the bids, just the bids on your own platform. So if you want to know if there is somebody else making a big buy or a big sell, or, well, you should see the sells, but a big buy on another platform, you won't see it on if you're looking at just one. I'm so proud of this little stock. This stock's probably older than I am, though, if I'm being honest. I don't know how long they've been mining minerals, but it's probably been a while. Just calling it a little stock because I've seen it hit 88 cents, and now it's at $1.94. So much movement. Tesla Stifel raises Tesla target to 483 on FSD Robotaxi Progress, not progress. Okay, so Tesla's got some news. Tesla should be. Let's just take a peek at Tesla just to see. And then we need to go back to A. Was it B? Is it BMNR or ATON? So Tesla is always an interesting stock. It moves based on what Elon says, it seems like. If people are happy with him, it goes up. People are upset with him, it goes down. So, is he making people mad? Uh, Maybe you should buy or sell according to that. Or at least have that in mind, I guess. I don't know. The company still produces products. It's still making, still making money. It fluctuates just because of the owner of it saying things that people do or do not like. But I feel like that's a lot of stocks. It's 9:06. All right, let's go back to ASTS. Anton oil fields. Huh. This is not a suggested stock. I just saw it on the drop-down list and was curious. Hmm. Okay. This is the one I was looking for. So this one's taken a little bit of a dip. Okay, guys, it is 9:08. I'm going to refill my coffee and get all my stuff set up so I'm not up at 9:30 when the market really starts moving. Oh, this stock is moving. It's moving down at the moment for probably for a nice little dip. Okay, but I will be right back. Alrighty, we are back. It's about 7 minutes till. Just checking out the market to see what we want to put some time into. CSCO rolls out chip design to connect AI data centers over vast distances. So let's check out CSCO. Oh yeah, nice little spike. Now this is a little bit behind because that was at 9:13 that she posted that. I didn't see it. Hi, Live Trader. How are you? All right, it's 9:25. 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and switch over to this screen. Deep red on AMD, getting ready to cut my losses. Open is a crapshoot on up or down. Yeah, talking about trading open. So more experienced traders have suggested to not trade open when you're new. I have had success and failure. Well, we'll not call it failure. I've had green trades and red trades on open, trading open. So it is something that you should definitely be careful when you're doing it because it could do anything. That's actually where one of my rules came from. The trading after 9:30 rule. It's because when I was trading open, I'd lost money, and then I had it suggested to me to make it a rule, um, because it's another trader's rule. So that is my story. All right, 52-week high, RKLB, up 4.4%. GLD 52-week high. I knew this was coming. We were informed about it ahead of time. All right, I got stop lossed out of QS. So I'm watching NAK. This is one that I have a few hundred positions in. Bands are tightening up right here, so I'm expecting it to do something awesome. So yeah, we got stop loss out of QS. Let's check silver. Once silver hits 49, I'll really be interested in it. I am interested in it, but 50 was suggested earlier as a breaking point for silver, so I'm gonna trust that. Try to see if there's anything that I'd like to get into real quick. Let's come down here a little bit. CLSK, volume increasing. Where did that one go? Stop it. I wonder why this one's on my list. I think I'm going to remove this one from my list. Okay. ATON up 93%, but it was 19. Now it's at 10. POET. So we're in on Poet. Um, We're gonna see if we can get 9 out of this. Okay, we're tightening up our stop loss. So we tightened up our stop loss again. I left a little bit of wiggle room so that it don't get stopped out too quickly before it is able to move further up, but high enough to where I've still secured a little bit of profit. And it looks like I may get stop lossed out. Maybe not. I'm still below the 5-minute candle on my stop loss. It's blue. 2-minute candle is now blue. So let's wait for the next 2-minute candle and see what that looks like. All right, so I may get stop lossed out right here. I was going to adjust it up, but I want to wait and see what this candle does. I'm already green on the trade, so it's just a matter of maximizing profits at this point. Looks like I'm gonna get stop lossed out. Maybe not. All right, I got stop lossed out. Let's look back at silver, see how that's doing. Still trading in the 44, 45 range. Well, almost 45. 44.60 was the high earlier. And go into NAK. So we're down $12 on NAK compared to where we were at open, but this is still just profits. But since it adds it to your account, it does count it as a loss for me. So I'm unfortunately down $15 on profits, but there's still good news about NAK. Let me check real quick and see if there's anything else new. Okay, it says, switch it over to this one. There we go. It says Northern Dynasty Minerals has received a buy rating from H.C. Wainwright with a price target set at $2.50, indicating a potential upside of 65% from its current price. The company opened stock at $1.51 and has experienced 12-month price range with low as of with the a 12-month price range with a low of 30 cents and a high of 240. Northern Dynasty is primarily focused on the Pebble project in Alaska, which encompasses a significant area of mineral claims essential for the exploration of precious metals. This is just giving a little more information about the mine. It's a pretty big mine. I guess we will. Silver. Two. Just making a little note for myself. Nvidia might be good for a long. Let's pull up Nvidia real quick. Trading at 188. Mm. So one of the other traders in the group is grabbing some shares of this one for a long. I'm not sure what price I would buy in at, but it's worth looking into. You might be able still be able to scalp SQQQ. Yeah, maybe. I'd watch it for a minute. She said that about 20 minutes ago, approximately. So it's always important to check right when the call outs are made, because you can end up on the back end of a trade holding all the bags. AREB got halted. $30,000 at 183. 10,000 at 184. So earlier I had mentioned when I'm looking for a stock to scalp, or well, yeah, specifically for scalping. Longs are a little different, but if I'm looking for a scalp to stock to scalp, I will look at the volume right here. And for example, this one's got 30,000. Well, 9,000 is a little low for a stock trading at $1.07 or $1.85, $1.86. But there are some bigger bids through here, so it makes this one a little more interesting, especially this one. Now, this could be one person or this could be several people all together, but the point is there is a desire for 30,000 units at $1.83. All right, we hit $1.87, $1.8750. Alrighty, guys. Well, it is 10:30 now, and I have some appointments and stuff that I have to take care of today. But I will be back on tomorrow, um, between 8 and 8:30. And let me pull over to my other screen. Checking the Discord real quick for any callouts for you guys before I go. Last thing I see is SQQ, SQQQ. Alrighty, well, so we got into a few trades, two trades, red on our first one, green on our second. Um, had a loose stop loss on our first trade, so we lost a little more on that one. So the moral of the story is if you ride a tighter stop loss, you won't lose as many profits. I intentionally did that though to try to stay into the trade longer because I was expecting it to peak back up closer to 9. Uh, I wasn't able to stay in the trade long enough to see if it did that, um, but I didn't lose a bunch of money, so that's the plus side there. Alrighty, guys. Well, I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.